Number one, we didn't give enough warning. Okay. Well, we reviewed our coverage. Well, we didn't say that there was going to be a tsunami-like, disaster. Nobody said that. Okay. We did say there's going to be a storm surge, but we didn't really explain the possible impact of the storm surge. Nobody did. Not even Pag-asa was able to do that. And then people were saying, well, we could have said tsunami-like, and then there was some discussion of, well, that could have caused panic, diba? But on the other hand, it could have also driven more people to seek safer ground. Ganon, no? So it was very, Yolanda it was such a unique event in our lives. I mean, I think it was the biggest disaster maybe in Philippine history. It was that big. So it's hard, it's so easy to criticize, and maybe we all deserved it. And then we're trying to learn from it for future. So maybe next time, pag magkaroon ng malaking anticipated storm surge, we're going to say it's going to be tsunami-like. Kasi yung isang criticism sa amin, nung sinasabi niyo magkakaroon ng storm surge, unang-una, English siya. Ano ba yung Tagalog ng storm surge, di ba? Pangalawa, hindi niyo pinaliwanag kung ano siya, kung ano yung posibleng mangyari. Well, we didn't know it was going to be like a tsunami, di ba? Nobody did. So, anyway, it's that's one way of answering that question. Yung kuryente, okay. Kuryente, I mean, for those of you who don't know the jargon of the news media, kuryente is being given the wrong information and then passing it on to the public. Being given the wrong information, passing it on to the public. How do we prevent kuryente? Well, through standards. Our standards, we have standards for verification. We're constantly refining our standards, learning about experiences and improving our standards. And this is much more important than before, because that day, most of our information was gathered by reporters and then processed by editors. And then much of the information gathered by reporters came from authorities. Diba? These days, a lot of our information is coming from yung tinatawag kanina na purported witnesses. So to make sure that these purported witnesses actually witness, we have a series of questions that we ask them. Pag nagpapadala sila ng yung tinatawag na useful content sa amin. We have a protocol that we're still perfecting, but we have a series of questions to determine whether that person actually witnessed it, whether that person's photo was actually his or her photo, that kind of thing. So, but despite these standards, may nakakalusot pa rin na mali, na kuryente. Well, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Okay? And I'll just take that point to segue into a correction. Someone just handed me a message. Instagram is not owned by Google, it's owned by Facebook. So I will make a public apology for making that error. Yes, and so there will be a retraction in my PowerPoint for the next presentation. Sorry, I know you had another question that preceded the